This is Noor Al-Huda, and you are listening to my review of the Food Forward Garden, a complete guide to designing and growing edible landscapes, written by Christian Douglas and published by Artisan in October 2024. Christian Douglas is a landscape designer with a regular gardening column in Marine Living. And there's a designing plan that he has in mind that fits into all kinds of places, large and small, that a person may have to work on. On page 170, he writes, quote, "Composing a landscape with a variety of plant shapes will create rhythm and contrast, but don't get too hung up on all these different qualifiers. Ultimately, the most important balance to strike is that between what we call hard and soft plants. Hard foundation plants provide a grounding element in your landscape design. These are like the walls of a house, offering structure and substance and a base for the soft, more informal or flamboyant plants in your beds. This juxtaposition between more rigid, hard, and organic, soft shapes is crucial to creating a dynamic landscape. Hard edibles include artichoke, bay laurel, compact blueberry bushes, dwarf citrus trees, guava and pineapple, olive, rosemary, topiary. Soft edibles include Alpine strawberry, anise hyssop, currants, geranium, grapes and other wines, huckleberry, lavender, and lemon verbena, etc." Unquote. On page 24, he suggests planting alpine strawberries and huckleberries near any kind of small pond or bird pond, as it's called, small watery plant area, or a rocky stream or rustic plant bridges, as the case may be, for playful kids, for them to discover it naturally. He suggests on page 42 that mission fig trees and eureka lemon trees be paired with euphorbia and olive trees near pool area for summer shade, and vines of grapes, passion fruits and kiwi instead of the non-edible jasmine, wisteria and bougainvillea on page 96. They are practical, pretty and useful all at the same time. He also in this area plants pollinator species, which are perennial blooms that attract bees, hummingbirds and butterflies. On page 226 he writes, quote, "Tubular flowers with deep nectar reserves are perfect for hummingbirds, while flat-top blooms and small flower clusters are great for butterflies and bees. Color is also a factor. Bees are drawn to blues and purples, while butterflies prefer reds and pinks." Unquote. These then can be mixed with veggies, summer or winter veggies, like carrots or pepper or tomatoes, etc. In annual veggies, which he says are easy to grow and low on maintenance with long harvest windows, he lists carrots, peppers, radishes, beets, garlic, leeks, etc. On page 58, he suggests planting flavor enhancers and garnishes near an outdoor cooktop for easy access. That means herbs like coriander, basil, oregano, rosemary, thyme, chives, marjoram, bay laurel, and tarragon. All given in detail on page 220. The flavor enhancers and garnishes also include aromatics, which he calls as powerhouses of flavor, just waiting to be steeped in sun tea, dried for hot teas, and used for medicinal tinctures, or used fresh in all sorts of culinary applications, such as chamomile, lemon, lemon balm, and lemon verbena, and lemongrass, stevia, tulsi, hops, lavender, and mint. There can also be edible flowers like marigold, calendula, rose, viola, and pansy, even carnation. All of these can be added to anything that is being cooked outdoors, be it barbecue or some drink or some stir-fry. On marigolds he writes, quote, "These quintessential late summer and autumn flowers are edible and also help protect your vegetables from pests. Their strong smell is a deterrent to unwanted insects, so plant them around the perimeter of your garden to act as security guards." Unquote. This is something that I've emulated this year around my winter veggies. annual wildflowers such as poppies, Queen Anne's lace, nigella, cosmos, and bachelor's buttons, or so he recommends. This, he says, will keep reseeding to create an ever-evolving canvas of color. These species self-sow and sprout up irregularly, creating a natural, uninhibited look. So veggies may change according to season, but your garden will still look pretty and edible, practical, flourishing, robust, and, may I say, everlasting.